Welcome back, folks, to the channel today. This is PrepTexas. Today we're going to talk about the Urban Assaulters loadout. Now this is going to be a really fun video for me. I really love setting up loadouts like this for different people, different requests, different environments, and different types. So I'm pretty stoked about this. I love the loadout that I've come up with here, and I'm going to show you guys. We're going to dive into the contents and kind of the theory behind the pack, what it could be used for, what it's not intended for. So stay tuned for that. Alright guys, so per usual, we're going to jump into the contents of this stuff down on the floor so we have enough room. You guys can see everything. And I want to start this video by saying this is added on to our EDC stuff right here. I went over all of my EDC stuff that I carry, and for this bag I've just added a couple things to it, and I think that it's going to be very sufficient. Alright, so just starting on the outside here, as you guys can see, I have some soft body armor that's rated up to a 44 mag. And the reason I went with soft body armor is because it can be worn under a jacket or a hoodie. Like if you want to wear it under your PrepTexas hoodie, you absolutely can. And it's very slim and low profile and concealable, and nobody would know that you're wearing any type of ballistic rated body armor. So that's why I put the pistol rated armor in there. As far as urban combat and urban assaulters, I did put a gas mask in this loadout in case any opposing force was using gases of any sort or smoke, anything like that. We would still be able to fight back, function, and breathe. So the pistol that I chose to go with is going to be the PrepTexas edition Glock 45. I absolutely love this pistol for obvious reasons, guys. It's so slick, everything you could possibly need. A decent holster. I went with just a Kydex holster for a light bearing Glock. It works just fine in this weapon. Fits nice and snug, keeps it nice and high. And then my everyday carry extra mag holder. Nothing special here. It's just like a carbon fiber design Kydex Glock mag holster. And for the primary weapon, I had to match with the pistol and go with the PrepTexas edition AR-15. Now this gun doesn't have optics on there, as you guys can see. Right now I'm just running Magpul Pros on it, but I do plan on putting an LPVO on it very soon. For now, in an urban environment, I think these Magpul Pros will suffice. So this is the TSS, Texas Shooter Supply, skeletonized PrepTexas AR-15. Alright, now as you guys can see, if you're going to be doing urban environment work, perhaps there's going to be times that you're gray manning, trying to blend in. This is an assaulter's loadout, so it might be a little more aggressive than that. But I did want to add some type of backup magazine holders for quick access, since we're not running a chest rig or an assaulter's belt in this kit. And so I just threw in a backup AR-15 mag holder. This is just a cheap Molly holder that I can literally just thread on my belt for a backup mag. And also the same thing, a cheap dump pouch. I can just hook this to the back of my belt and have a dump pouch if I absolutely need one. But these things can fit into the bag and disappear if I don't want people to see this type of stuff. So let's jump into the bag. First, on the side here, you can see that I have the Refuge Medical Bearfac 3.0. This thing needs no introduction. It's an awesome piece of equipment, all American made. Go to refugemedical.com. So that's going to live on the side, quick access if we need it. And the backpack itself, this is the CV Life Urban Tactical Backpack. And this has been an awesome backpack, and I'm going to show you guys some of the features that it has right now and some of the reasons why I love it. So this front pouch that you see here is actually removable, as I'll show you here. And it has this strap on here. You see this? That turns it into a fanny pack or just like a sling pack. And I love this this idea, because if you have some kind of operating position or a base camp or camp of any sort, and you want to leave your pack behind, you just have to step out for a minute. This is a great little pack that you could just sling over your shoulder or sling around your waist like a fanny pack, and have a nice little bag full of stuff you need. So I set this up to kind of mimic a smaller version of the full pack. I want to have everything that I possibly might need to survive in case I do get separated with my pack, but I have this, and we'll go through what it is that I loaded this down with right now. So in this front pocket, you can see I put an extra tourniquet, a pair of gloves, and a small fire kit. Nothing special, just a big lighter and a box of matches. In this side pouch over here, I put some zip ties, OD green, and my line kit. I got 6-foot sections and I got 3-foot sections, cut and burned. All you gotta do is pull them out. And if you don't set your line kit up like this, I definitely highly recommend trying it. It's so much easier than carrying just a big roll of 550 cord and having to cut and burn it as you need to use it. On this side pouch over here, again, I wanted a full kit survival in one little bag in the front. This is the S.E.R.E mini kit, all wrapped up in the squeeze bag. And in the main compartment, I have a small first aid or blowout kit. Again, I want to treat this as if it's a smaller version of this bag, and I could survive just out of this if I had to. So this is my smaller kit. Keep the bare fact on the big bag. A lensatic compass. I guess I can take it out to show you guys. Lensatic compass here. Always need one of those. I keep a fixed blade knife, which this is just a Walmart candleless, but it's made out of titanium. It stays super sharp, and it has a really good slip-proof grip on here. Yeah, it's not like a combat knife or battle ready or ready to hack away at metal, but it's definitely good for bushcraft and self-defense if it came down to a pinch. And then what you guys hate the most, emergency ration bars. I get so many comments about how this tastes like cardboard and da-da-da-da. Yeah, I get it. It's not a gourmet meal, but it is calories if you're hungry and you need energy, and it packs away nice and tight and stays good for a long time. So it is what it is, guys. And on the back here, you can see, I think you can see, there's like this pouch that goes all the way through, and in this pouch I keep an emergency blanket. This is a full-size emergency, I'm sorry, not an emergency blanket, an emergency tent. This is a full-size emergency tent. Again, if I get separated from my pack, I still want some type of shelter or protection from weather, and this back pouch holds that emergency tent just fine. So this is going to be the front pocket or the fanny pack or whatever you guys want to call this little bag that comes off of the front of this CV Life backpack. It's awesome. Now, I guess I can start on this side pocket over here. This has just turned out to be like a dump pouch, kind of just like anything and everything I might need. I have some earplugs in here, some full-size wire snips. If you're in an urban environment, that might come in handy. I have, what else? Something else you guys hate to see in my bags for some reason is handcuffs. I don't know why. You guys will carry flex cuffs all day long, but if I put reusable cuffs in here, all of a sudden I'm shady or something's going on weird. I keep handcuffs. I also keep handcuff keys on me just about every day and everywhere that I go. So if somebody's acting a fool in an SHTF environment and you need to lock them down for a minute till they calm down, then these are a good thing to have. So that's kind of like a little utility side pouch. There's no telling what finds its way in there. Lighters, flashlights, all kind of stuff. So just quick access. Now this bag has a lot of buckles to cinch it up and keep it nice and tight. The front is no different, and we'll start in this front pouch here. One thing I will say, one negative about this bag that I've found so far is this MOLLE pouch right here. It's very thick. This MOLLE panel is very thick and strong, but it doesn't go through, and there's no zipper to use this as a pocket. So it's just like a void area in here that you can't even access or put anything in. I think if CV Life would have taken a zipper or something and put it inside here to make some kind of small concealed front pocket, that would have been great, but they didn't. But that's okay. There's still plenty of room in this pack, and this MOLLE panel is very strong and sturdy for anything you want to latch to it. So, in this front pocket, we have a map of Texas. No telling when you need that. A pair of unopened safety glasses. You can see them. Always want to protect your eyeballs. This pack that also came with the backpack on the side where the barefac is at, I have now turned into a radio pouch. So it keeps a charger and some batteries, an extra Baofeng UV5R battery, the UV5R and in-ear plug, and of course the antenna that goes on it. So this has turned out to be a radio pouch. I actually really like it for that, and I'm probably going to keep it in there. Okay, moving right along in the front pocket, I also keep some flushable wipes, because keeping yourself clean in an SHTF environment is a necessity, guys. This is the first part of this Roaring Fire kit, this tool bag roll that I was sent that I absolutely love, and this is what I've built out to be a fire kit. Let me put this here for you guys so you can see Roaring Fire, and it latches nice and tight on the back. Now they make tool rollout bags, and you'll see I have the bigger one in here, and what I'm going to use it for is very important. This one came with it, and what it has now turned into is a fire kit. Also, if you need this while you're working, you can hang it with this hook right here and keep it on a panel or on the back of a vehicle seat, anything like that. So as you can see in the front, the top, I have matches, stormproof and regular, lighters, a torch, some duct tape, and a ferrocerium rod. And in this pouch right here, I keep tinder, like this Vaseline covered cotton balls right here. So this kit from roaringfire.com is an awesome little fire kit, and it's what I will use for my fire kit from now on. It's very well built, very thick, tough material, very good stitching, and the uses for this pack are endless. So this is going to be my permanent fire kit from now on, and I'll show you the big brother here coming up shortly. Alright, so that's it for this front pocket. Now let's jump into the main compartment. Okay, so right up top here, we're gonna pull out the big brother to the Roaring Fire fire kit that I have. And this is the Roaring Fire full-size tool roll bag. And let me show you what I use this for, because this is awesome. Can you guys see that? It holds perfectly. AR mags up top, pistol mags on the bottom, and a tourniquet. And then I have a little cleaning brush right here on the side. As you can see, this is awesome. So instead of carrying loose ammo or just loose mags rolling around, what I've done is put this Roaring Fire rolling tool bag together. And you can see it just rolls right back up like so, and clips. Has these nice strong clips that hold everything nice and tight. It also comes with a strap. If I needed to get out quick, I could throw this over my shoulder, throw it over my back, however I need to do it, and a very sturdy carrying handle. And this is the big brother that this comes together with this pack right here. And the price is awesome, guys. I can't believe I've never bought one of these in the past. And I'm so glad that Roaring Fire reached out to me to show me this product, because I'm probably going to end up buying a few of these for different bag systems, both for fire kits and for ammunition. Okay, continuing in the main pouch. Again, this is an Urban Assaulter's bag, guys. You know, when I put out bag loadouts like this, oftentimes I get comments like, bro, you forgot a full-size tent, or bro, you forgot to bring a Berkey water filter, or whatever it is, guys. I can't fit everything that I have into one bag every time. That's why I directionalize these bags into one mission type for you guys to see the different loadouts that you can make with different equipment in different bags. So since this is an Urban Assaulter's bag, one of the tools I put in here was bolt cutters. Now, if I am in an urban environment and I'm gonna need to take shelter somewhere, or perhaps get through places that don't want me to get through, these things right here will come in handy for chains and locks and defeat the things that try to keep us out. So they are heavy, I'm not gonna lie, they're heavy, and they add a lot of weight to the bag, but I think that it's worth the wait to have equipment like this if you're in an urban environment and perhaps need to defeat locking systems to get in or out of doors. So to go along with the S.E.R.E mini kit that I keep in the front bag, this is a squeeze bag, and it's what I call my dirty water bag. So I'll fill this squeeze bag up with dirty water and then retreat from the water source to filter it into my clean water canteen. I also keep water purification tablets in this canteen just in case I don't have time to filter. I can fill this up, drop a couple iodine tablets in there, and be good to go. But water is so important, guys. Make sure you have enough containers to carry the water that you need and enough of the filtration systems that you need to make sure you're keeping everything clean. So again, in an urban environment, if you're in an inner city or whatever it is, you may find yourself in abandoned buildings or indoors at nighttime trying to take shelter. And in order to process or cook food or boil water, anything like that, you obviously need a fire. But we can't build a big roaring fire inside of a building. So you need a camp stove. This is a camp stove combined with a little like pot, and I have a couple little things in there as well. But they take little fuel tabs and they burn for like 15 minutes or 20 minutes really hot inside this. There's not a lot of fumes or smoke, and nobody would be able to really see light coming from a fire, but you'd still be able to cook. You'd still be able to cook all the food that you bring with you so you can sustain calories and have energy to keep going. So I think in an urban environment, having some kind of cook stove or camp stove is very important with alternate fuel sources. Okay, I talk about this in all my videos, something that people overlook so much. This is a rain cover for your backpack. Now I chose to go OD green. I typically order these things in OD green because it's such a versatile color, but you have a very black urban looking backpack here. If you for whatever reason have to slip off into the woods and you want a little bit more type of camouflage, then OD green is going to do better than a big black backpack bouncing through the woods. And it keeps your gear dry, so don't forget that stuff, guys. I have a beanie. I don't know what type of weather perhaps it's going to be, but also in an urban environment, maybe just changing your look from the guy who was wearing a hat to now the guy who's wearing a beanie. I just think about things like that sometimes as far as my appearance goes, and if I can change it quickly if I need to. Extra pair of socks, extra pair of drawers. It's very important, guys. Take care of yourself. Keep yourself clean, keep your feet dry and warm. Face cover, I have a couple of these. I actually find these at the gas station and they're cheap. They're like $6. And yeah, they're not made like super well like the Under Armour or whatever, but in a pinch, if you needed to cover your face or get out of dust or whatever, these little masks right here are great and they're cheap, and I can throw them in a bunch of different bags. An extra shirt. I sweat a lot and I know cotton kills. I understand. I have synthetic layers, but this is just a shirt that found its way into this bag, and I have actually used my extra shirt from my bug out bag quite often after work or becoming very sweaty. So it's always a good thing to keep, just an extra t-shirt or something to keep yourself, like I said, your morale high and keep yourself clean and sanitized. Then I have I can get it. A weather layer. This is a pant and jacket set. Waterproof pants, waterproof jacket, and hoodie. It's very compact and I can fold it up nice and tight and just feed it down into the bottom of this bag, and always have some type of weather layer, as well as it can be used for a makeshift shelter. And last but not least, you guys can see I have a water bladder in here with the hose running out the back of the pack. It's very important to keep water. It's very important to keep a good quantity of water so you don't have to stop and resupply every hour. So make sure that you have plenty of containers to keep clean water, especially in an urban environment where it's typically pretty filthy everywhere. So that's the contents of the pack and the setup. Let's jump back up top and we'll finish out. I want to give a shout out to a couple of the sponsors for today's video, which is going to be CV Life. Today's video is also brought to you by cvlife.com. This is where I received the pack from. And you can see that there is a 10% off code that I'm going to give you guys in the description down below. And you can see that the backpack has its measurements here. 20.47 inches tall, 20.08 inches wide, and 12.99 inches in depth. This is the exact model that you guys see in the video here. This is the CV Life Tactical Backpack rucksack with detachable MOLLE bag. And you can see here how that bag clips on the front and detaches off. So if you're interested in a pack like this, then go check out cvlife.com. Also, today's video is brought to you by roaringfire.com, and I'm super excited about what they've sent me to test and review, and it's something that I'm going to integrate into all of my loadout bags from now on, and you'll see why when we get into it. Guys, one of today's sponsors is roaringfire.com, and they created this awesome modular tool roll bag that you see in this video, and it's a great price for what it is and what it all comes with. It comes together with the big roll that you guys see in the video, as well as the small roll, and they zip together and you can use them as one piece, or you can take them apart and use them as two separate rolls. So get over to roaringfire.com and check out the products that they have today. As always, guys, check out refugemedical.com for their IFAKs and medical equipment. Check out refugetraining.com for how to use that kind of stuff. And of course, our channel's biggest sponsor right now is TexasShooterSupply.com. They have all kind of accessories and everything you guys need for all of your gun building or tactical needs. They have an awesome custom shop. They can build just about anything you can dream up, as well as just their production line guns are really nice weapons. So you guys go over to TexasShooterSupply.com and check them out, or go visit them if you're around the Spring, Texas area. As always, guys, thanks for stopping by. If you like this kind of content, please like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. There's many ways that you can help support the channel through Patreon, where you get exclusive content and early content, as well as some Q&A time with myself. You can hit the join button down below for similar perks, or you can go buy some of the merch from our merch store. Also, you guys can help by supporting our sponsors by going and checking out TexasShooterSupply.com and seeing if there's anything there that you guys need today. As always, guys, thanks for your support. Stay training, stay prepping. This is PrepTexas signing off.